Hey, what's going on? Happy Friday, everybody. Let's start at the top. We have Joe Thanks here, Tim Windsor. Hey, Tim, thanks. That's real nice of you. Robbie Altree, Kevin Al's here. What's happening, friend? Kim's here. Hi, Kim.
Hello.
How's everybody doing? How was your week?
Never voted for
Oh,
Trump.
Ours wasn't bad. We had a pretty good week, I think. We did okay. I mean, we got some stuff done around here, I guess. Some car stuff, not a ton, but some. I had to make a couple trips down to the junkyard today. I'll tell you guys that in a minute. That was a story and a half, I guess. The moral of the story or the plot to the story is I had to go twice.
hey, Torp.
Hey Torp, how you doing, buddy? Hmm. All right, let's see here. All right, Two Babe Jenkins made it. What's happening, Two Babe? Paul White.
Hey,
What's
Two
going
Babe. Hey,
on,
Paul.
Paul? How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, Robbie. How are you feeling?
Lewis made it. What's
Hey,
happening, Lewis?
Lewis. Hey, Tim. Hey, Kevin L. I saw you guys in here. I said hello in the chat, but I'll just say hello to everyone.
There you go. That helps. So we had a junkyard run today for my brother. We fixed that hood last week, but the whole other side was rotted out. It's like, how far do you want to go? So I went down with my neighbor. Actually called a couple different yards. He was talking to my brother while I was welding, and he said he would call up for him because there's no junkyards up by my brother. And so my neighbor found him a hood, and we rode down to get it. And we got there, and the guy said, "Go back with my employee. They won't let you pull parts anymore. They got to do it."
I was just taking a little nap, Robbie.
So, they won't let us pull parts anymore. So they'll just take you back and show you. So they took us back and they showed us this truck. It was pretty stripped out, but the hood was decent and it was black. And it's kind of faded and stuff. I actually made a short. I'll put it up maybe tomorrow. So it's just showing the hood. But I was like, yeah, we'll take it. It's my brother will be happy with that. We'll take it. So they send us back and we're just sitting in the lot. And that's when I filmed that Geo tracker that was actually a Suzuki Samurai. I didn't know which it was, but it is a Suzuki Samurai. And we're waiting for like, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. Well, a different employee pulls up, and instead of, I think the first guy was in an Escort, not an Escort, what's that? One of those Ford
And there's
Escapes.
Rhino's Resto Mods.
Hey, Ryan. So he was in one of those Escorts or whatever. The second guy pulled up in a Jeep, and the hood was strapped on the Jeep. We didn't even look at it. We just threw it in the back of the truck, bungeed it down, and we drove all the way home. And my neighbor and I was carrying it around the house. And I'm like, this doesn't look black anymore. It looks gray, like a dark gray. And we flipped it up and there was rot all along the top.
I remember
the employee grabbed the wrong one. We had to drive all the way back down to Philadelphia, another hour round trip by the time you get it and everything. But the guy was apologetic on the phone. But it's like when you're working in a junkyard, the employees they got are not
Mark.
the greatest, I guess. Hey, Mark, what's going on? And look at Rhino Resto Mods. How about that, huh? Randy Ryan got his own channel rolling, got his first video up. Yeah, but that was our adventure for the junkyard today. That was something. But it was fun going down there. And I told Kim, we're probably going to harvest
David Holloway.
We're going to harvest something out of there, I think, at some point. There was old cars down there. I didn't think there was any left. And they have some stashed down there. They had a couple 3100 Chevy trucks. They had that big Ford. What was that? A F9 or something, or an F6? The big flatbed that the Geo was on. There was also an old Diamond Rio like tractor trailer. I filmed that one too, but I didn't get many shots of that. Me and my neighbor were talking the whole time, and I got some pictures of it. And I'll show it to you tomorrow.
Yeah, you can post it too, babe. Go ahead, Randy.
Yo, David Solway.
Got any bottle rockets one?
What's happening, David? Hey, Lonnie.
Hey, Lonnie.
Yeah, so we had fun doing that today, doing the junkyard. Then my buddy calls me, one the guys that own the garage down the street. My
Hey,
buddy,
Becky.
hi Becky. My buddy calls me up and he's like, Bri, are you off today? I need you. And I'm like, yeah, I'm off. He goes, I need you to come down here. The fitting one, they got one of those big totes. It's like, I guess it's about 100 gallons, 80 gallons, 100 gallons, big tote of oil. And they got like the 20 weight on top and a 0 weight on the bottom. Well, the elbow broke off of the one on the top. And it was already almost empty, so it wasn't a giant catastrophe, but I had to go down there and help them move that around and fix that. So it was a pretty adventurous day for me. I was off, but I really wasn't off. But it's
You're
my
always
play.
off.
It's yeah, well, whatever you say. It's actually my play. Those guys do so much for me. It was actually my pleasure to finally do something for them. It's not much. It was just I had to chisel out the broken piece, and I ran down the hardware store and got the piece.
Hey, John.
That was a 2 trip too. I thought it was 3/4 by 1, and it turned out it was 1 by 1, so I had to make 2 trips there too. So that was the moral of my day, 2 trips for everything.
Randy, if you know how to do it, post a link for your channel. You know, Tarlo showed me a couple times and I forget how to do it.
Do what?
Post a link to Randy's channel.
Oh, go to his channel.
I don't know how to do it.
Oh, okay. I don't think my phone will work, or I could do it. Let me take a look and see if I can get in there on my phone. My phone sometimes doesn't work when we got a whole bunch of stuff running at
Hey,
once.
PPSS.
Yeah, let me shut that down and try it without it. There we go. Okay, so I go here. Let me see. Hold on, I'm sorry. I don't Kim, you're gonna have to entertain everybody for a second.
Well, you've already used up all your stories and we're only
I didn't
7
use
minutes
up
in.
all my stories. You were talking over me when I was trying to tell my stories.
You used them up
As
already.
usual, you were being very
I was
rude.
saying hello to everyone.
You were being very rude.
I was saying hello. That's not rude. You're rude.
Let me see here.
You're rude.
I am not rude.
Nobody
There
cared
you go,
about that
guys. That is
shooting.
the link to
Hey, Don.
That's the link to Randy's channel. So that should help. If you click on that link, that'll take you over there, do a quick subscribe and come right back. Or just copy that and then paste it into your browser when our live is over. Yo, what's happening, Don? How you doing, brother? Mm. Oh man. You got it, buddy. Oh, that was nice of you, John. See, you got one off of John. He subscribed to you, Randy. Nice
And two,
deal,
babe.
man. Oh yeah, we're gonna get that paddle rolling. I got a highball and I brought up a beer just in case. I'd like to have a beer after I get done this. We'll see. We'll see if I make it that far. Like I said, it was kind of a hectic day, man. And everything was 2 trips. 2 trips to the junkyard for one thing, and 2 trips to fix my buddy's oil tote down at the service station. They're getting low on oil. They've called their supplier like twice. He was supposed to come yesterday. They only got a few oil changes left in them things, I think. Well, I guess it's kind of a good thing because the accident happened. Mm.
Becky subscribed. He's up to 23 subscribers now. Yeah. Two Babe said, take it easy, BW.
Mm. It let go at 50 foot pounds and started spinning by hand. Sounds like the threads came out of it. I mean, if it's an iron head, I mean, you got a couple choices. I mean, even if it was an aluminum head, I guess you can, I would look at a helicoil, but you got to be careful because I don't know where the water jackets are on the head. You'd have to look and see if you can use a helicoil, or you could weld it shut, re-drill it, and
There you
redo
go.
it. But it
It's
sounds like you
iron.
lifted the threads out of the hole.
It's iron.
It's iron. Well, now it should be. Oh, it's cast iron. See, if it was cast steel, you could just use like a 7018 low carbon rod and stick weld it shut. But being it's that it's iron, you got to do a preheat
He said
post
all
heat.
of them are in the jacket. Read the comments.
Don't you yell at me. That's what I said to baby. Helicoil would be my first go to, but you got to be careful if there's any. I guess how much room you got. I'd probably have enough room before you get to any water jackets or anything, but you'd have to be careful with that. All of them are in the jacket. Ugh. Yeah. Number 6 long bolts. Uh, at this point, you want to try a helicoil and get into take a chance, or take it off and see if you could take it to a machine shop and have them. They could TIG weld it shut and re-drill it. I mean, those are the only choices I had, or any choices I have for you. Yeah, it's definitely the hole then, Lewis. You got new ARP bolts, and it's definitely you got a hole. It sounds like the threads lifted out.
You do, Becky. Well, can you send it to BW at his email? Jed Clampett at 30. Jed Clampett 32 at
You have a
Google.
new Addy. Will you get the bumper sticker I sent, or did you get the bumper sticker I sent? Because you said that address was still good. I sent it there. So hopefully you get the bumper sticker. Uh-oh. Well, it should be getting there. I had Tony. I had just was having trouble getting his, but he forgot to give me the apartment number the first time. So hopefully he got his. Did he check in yet, hon? Have you seen Tony?
No, I haven't seen Tony G yet.
Uh-oh. Tony G, are you here? We got to find out if Tony got his
Robbie didn't
bumper
get his
sticker.
yet either.
Hey, there he is.
Well, you forgot to mail
He
Robbie
got
one.
his sticker. Tony got his.
Robbie didn't get his, but you forgot to mail it on Monday, right?
Yeah, Robbie, I didn't mail yours till Tuesday. I filled it out. I set it right beside my keys when I was leaving. I leave at like 4:30 in the morning. And I filled it out. I put my keys right on top of the envelope so I wouldn't forget it. I picked up the keys and walked out without it. So I didn't mail yours till Tuesday. So you might not get it till tomorrow. Something. But I mailed it, but I didn't mail it till Tuesday morning. My apologies. And I don't know if they pick up from that mailbox every day or every third day. So I don't know.
They pick it up every day.
You think? I
Yeah.
guess they would. I guess they would. Thanks, Robbie. Thanks for being cool about it. Yes, that's right. One every once in a while, I do those absent-minded things. That's like I said. I looked at that fitting. I had to chisel it out, and I had to be real careful with that tote down there. That I chiseled out the broken off plastic piece without damaging the plastic threads on the inside. And I looked at it and I measured it with my buddy, and I'm like, man, I measured the inside. What I did was I measured the inside of the nipple, and I should have measured the inside of the threaded hole. But it was I got a 3/4 by 1 because it had a 1 inch. I knew it was a 1 inch bar bend. But I messed up. Anyway, I had to go back twice. Such is life, but it's fixed.
I told him he needed to trim it up some, Kevin.
Yeah, Kim giving me a hard time about it. I think it looks good, and Kim's like, it's too long. Blah
I
blah
said it looks
blah.
scraggly.
It don't. You're straggly.
You're scraggly.
I ain't straggly. Yeah, but I thought it was coming in pretty good. I want it to get a little longer. I want the sides to catch up with the bottom, you know. And we'll see. We'll see how it looks, you know, a couple months and decide if I want to take it off and go back to just my goatee or if I want to keep it. We'll see. But
Scraggly.
it doesn't seem to be bothering me. Every once in a while, right behind here, I have to get Kim to trim behind here because the hairs get long and they start tickling my ears. I don't like
Beads. It needs beads and braids.
beads and braids. Maybe you should straighten it, hon. The little dog's over here with me if you're looking for him. A good little boy. Yeah.
It's white enough, isn't it, one? It's getting there anyway. Oh, I'm sorry. Blonde enough.
It's blonde. It ain't white. It's blonde. It's a platinum. Well, platinum.
Tony, it's in it's the 80s here. It's
It was
freaking November 1st and it's 80 degrees outside.
it's like 77 yesterday. It was almost 80 today. It's nice. There's a lot of wind though. That's the
Poor
one
Tony,
thing.
he has snow.
There's a lot of wind. Now, Tony, do you have a spot for like your hobby cars at your new place, or did you have to sell all that? Ah, that's a nice day, John. 58. That's a nice day. That's a good day. Kim likes that's Kim weather right there. That's what Kim likes. Kim and I were having an argument today about this, or not today, this whole week about the daylight savings time. I wish they would do away with it. I want my extra hour of daylight after work. Kim's like, I want it early in the morning. I'm inside of a building early in the morning. I don't know if it's light or dark. So when I get off of work, I'd rather not it be dark at 4:30 or 5 o'clock. I'd like to have at least an hour or two outside before it gets dark. So, but she wants it. She wants to keep it for the morning, and I want to get rid of it so that I have
I
more.
like it light in the morning. I don't want it dark at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Well, what's everybody else's consensus on this? Because I personally would rather have it light in it after work, so I have an extra hour of daylight.
One's a little prickly today.
See, Robbie's with me. See that?
PPS.
Oh man. Well, you cultivate one on your face too, pal. Yeah, see, John said the evening's better too. So I got Robbie and John with me. See, that's me too, babe. Hate going to work in the dark and then coming home in the dark. It's terrible. I hate it.
Well, if it was sunny in the morning, you wouldn't have to worry about that now, would you?
Him, I go to work at 4:30 in the morning. And Brad said the same thing. What's going on, buddy? The nighttime. So that so far everybody's on my side.
Okay. Hey, Brad. Yeah,
Yeah,
one's in
that
the
me
dark.
too.
One's in the dark all year long almost.
Me too, Randy. I love. That's one thing I love about the summer months is
Hey, outboard tinker.
being out in the shop and it's daylight at 8 o'clock at night. That's I like that. But hey, what's up, Glenn? But in the winter time, you know, if I get till 5:30, but it's 4:30, it's dark. If with this daylight savings crap, I hate it. I wish they'd get away from it.
It's still gonna be dark at night when you come home.
Yeah,
It's not gonna be light out until 8 o'clock without daylight savings time. I don't like daylight savings time, but you're not gonna get it light out at 8 o'clock even without
no, but it will still at least be light till 5 o'clock.
That's right, Mark. Don't care as long as it's warm. As long as it's not too hot, not too cold outside.
Well, Kim says we're gonna have according to all the Farmer's Almanac stuff, we're gonna have a nice warm, or no, you said 1 month of colder than usual, right?
Yeah. Hey,
But
Tony, I saw your
everything else
answer. It
warmer.
always snows on Halloween in the Black Hills, and the cars are at your cousin's.
Paul ain't picking sides. He's just happy he still wakes up.
That's right, Paul. Hey, Chris.
That's funny, Paul.
and and outboard tinkers in the dark all day. I know, Torp. I don't know.
I'm in the building all day unless I got a job outside because most of my stuff's in the warehouse and it's inside. So it's like I don't,
Hey,
unless I
Chaz.
shoot outside to run across to the other building to get some stuff out of stores. And I don't know if it's night or day anyway, but I like it to be light when I come outside when I'm done work.
One is in a bad mood tonight.
What's up with that, man?
I don't know. He's he's prickly.
Prickly?
And emphasis on prickly.
That's funny. I gotta find that. Like I said, I got a little bit of footage of that. I love that little diamond. You guys know what I'm talking about. Instead of a Mac, the Diamond Rio. Man, that was a cool truck. Man, they had some cool stuff there. I had my phone off when I thought I had it on. I missed like up when you first come in, there was like two 3100, like 49, 48, 49-ish, 3100 Chevys. There was a Buick Regal sitting there. There was like Don, I think it was one of those Buicks like you had right on the end. And then I was telling Kim there was like an early 60s uh, Chevy that was inside, and the guy said it runs, it starts, it's sitting on the corner, and they painted the rims red. So they probably, and it's in primer black, and they probably want a few bucks for that. It's not the bubble top. I forget what it is. It's like maybe it's a Bel Air. I don't know, like a 62 ish. So I might see what they want for that, but down the road. Like I said, Kim's like, oh, you'll shut up. That thing looked like it's been sitting there a couple of years. And then they had um, a Triumph with stock car wheels. I'm not kidding you. Like like the behind the desk, behind there is where they have the lift, where I guess where they strip cars or whatever, because they got a crusher there. They got a garage for pulling parts and working on stuff. The owner's going to have a bunch of stuff, and I think that it was like a Triumph, and it had stock car wheels on it, and it had a roll bar in it and everything. So that must have been his weekend fun toy that he had. I was trying to check that out. But yeah,
A
there was some
Biscayne,
cool
maybe.
stuff down there. Yeah, it might have been a Biscayne, Robbie. I didn't get a close enough look. It had double front headlights, so I'm definitely going to have to shoot back down there one of these days and check it out. Oh man, Chaz, you didn't check out Randy's new channel yet? He just pulled a
I think he
56
did.
Nomad out of an old garage, took it home. You got it, David. We're gonna kill this drink, and I might have a beer after this.
Is there any left?
Yeah, there's still about, I don't know, 15, 16 of them. My neighbor bought me a case of
Hey,
beer
Hubie.
last weekend for fixing on his truck. He was overly generous. I mean, he bought us a case of beer. Then he turns around and I'm trying to. I don't care. I do him a favor. I get a little content or whatever. And the guy was just showering me with gifts, and he doesn't have to do that. But he's showing his appreciation. I dig that. But, he got me a tray of because I love chicken parm. He went over to the Italian deli and got me a whole tray of chicken parms. And Kim grinds them. I get rolls and she grinds them for me in the oven. I love chicken parm sub with toasted bread. Yeah, he's got it. Yeah, Yeah, it's gonna pass inspection, Don. He's doing a couple more things. I think he's taking a week or 2, and then he'll come down and get that hood. And there's a he's got a rusted rocker on one side too, but it's not all the way through. And I told him I'd patch that for him. I'm gonna try to do that all in one video showing the whole thing like Bad Chad does. See how long it takes me to do. Hey Kim, it's gonna take 2 hours.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try, and I'll cut the patch out of his old hood. I think he's gonna be happy with that hood. I'll show. I got the video of that, but it after I washed it, it has 2 blemishes, 2 rust bubble blemishes, right where the 2 spots are on both sides of his, but it's just starting. So I'll clean that up for him. I'll put converter on the back, and then I'll encapsulate it with some Rust-Oleum or something. But I'll convert it, and then on the other side, I'll just sand it, I guess, and put a little touch-up paint on it or something. But I'll wait till he looks at it first because he might want to wait. I don't know. But it's going to match his truck's fading. It's got the exact same fade with the clear coat coming off, the exact so it's going to match his truck perfect. So for 135 bucks, you can't beat it. Yeah. It's not. I mean, my patch is good. My patch will last 5 years on that thing, but it's just you got that spot where it's all spray bombed and everything.
Did I do it right? Did Randy's thing go in there?
Where, hun?
I put Randy's link in there. Did I do it right?
I don't know. I put it in there a while ago. I'm looking for your comment. Where'd you comment at, honey?
I just did.
I don't see it. Do you see it?
Yeah. I don't know if it went in right.
I don't know. I don't know, hon.
What do you
Yeah, you can't have holes in Chris in Pennsylvania. I mean, you can have rust and stuff like that, but you can't have holes. You can't. You can put body parts in it. No, Pennsylvania is I don't want to say they're super strict, but cars are more desirable from here because of that. They have to pass a state inspection every year. Now you got shady shops and stuff like that, but it's like if you go to my buddies, they don't pull no they're not going to risk their license. That you're getting a real inspection, your brakes, your tires, and your all that stuff. The tests are tougher here. Everything's tougher. And they don't want
Okay,
no
let me
rust
try
holes,
again.
and, you get a better quality car going down the road. I mean, I wish they were as strict on with the, highway department as they are with the people who have the cars because let me tell you something, the potholes around here get terrible at times, and you start, losing ball joints and stuff. So, I don't know. Take a look at this.
I
Okay.
sent you the number.
I see it. I was just looking at it. I was making sure. Don't give me a bunch of crap.
You just wait until this thing goes off. You're in trouble.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? You're gonna find out.
Uh-oh. Yeah, you guys got me in trouble.
They didn't do anything.
One of them little gnats is in here on my computer. Hmm.
I would love for the inspection to go
Yeah,
away.
but how often do you have to go through the inspection down there, Tim? My buddy was telling me before you only have to go through once, right? And that's it. Or is it every 5 years or something? We have to go every year. Yeah, I might, John. You never
He's
know.
just mad because I told him the dog gets preference over him.
Yeah, that's a bunch of crap too.
Yeah, I have a big cast iron frying pan, Robbie.
Wow, up in Wisconsin, you don't have to do anything. Wow. Whew. Well, we do. All right, guys. Well, it's that time. Halfway through the show, we got our bumper sticker giveaway. We need a number between 1 and 50. 1 and 50 for the bumper sticker. Go. First one to get the number wins. There it is. 1. 1 got it. Number 9.
Won. Maybe he'll get in a better mood now.
Yeah, you won. A1, you won. There it is. 1-1. 9, number 9. Kim sent me the number 9, and you guys can see she sent it at 8:52. So there you go. The number 9. Congratulations, buddy. You got a bumper sticker coming to you.
Don't shoot it at any kids.
Woohoo.
Now let me go back and do this again. You go to Randy's channel and you copy his channel link and then you just paste it.
If you go to his channel on your phone,
yeah.
Wait till this thing's done dinging and I'll tell you. There's the clock. Over in the right-hand corner is 3 dots.
Yeah.
Click on that. Click on the share.
Okay.
Then click on copy link.
Okay. Let's do this again.
And then when you come back in here, you go to chat and hit the paste. And there should be like right when you get ready to chat, it should offer that to you down where you just got to click on it. It'll put it in for you. I don't know what's going on. I'm not seeing your comments. I don't know why. There it is. I see Kevin L just put it in.
Yeah, it's not coming up right.
Kevin L put it in.
Did you see I'm right above Kevin L?
No, you're not. You're not even in here. I can't even see you.
Well, did you block me or something?
No, but if you come to my there, if you come over here, you're not here. Type something. I don't know what's going on.
How about this? You're a dork.
No, I don't see it. I don't see Kim. I don't see you at all. Are you under a different name or something?
No.
I didn't block Kim. I don't even know how to block.
You blocked me.
No, I didn't.
Yes. Look, even they're all at Brandy saying it. Don saying no Kim.
Well, I don't know what's happening.
No Hubie. Hubie doesn't see me.
I don't understand. Nobody can see you. And I thought you were there at the beginning of the chat. You were like in there, but now I don't see you at all, hon. I don't know why.
Use my alias. Okay, I'll just go in as my own.
I don't know. I don't know why. You know, I'm not fooling with nothing either. I'm not going to mess with it. Maybe I clicked something. Let me see if I can find timestamps, reactions. There's nothing.
I'll just go in as $1.25.
Maybe you might have to, Kim, because I might have accidentally hit something that I don't know.
That's real nice. Block your wife.
I'll have to look for it after we're done. I don't understand why it done that, you know. I think there's somewhere you can. Yeah, I'm only guessing, Chaz, because I don't think I hit anything. But you know how it is. Like you can hit on somebody's name, and it says channel activity. Go to channel report. Whole bunch of stuff. Hide user on this channel. Maybe
they can still hear me though, Randy. That's the most important part.
Well, there's Kim now, $1.25. Now I can see it. Maybe I accidentally, you know what, Kim? Maybe I accidentally hit the hide user on this channel. I don't know.
Accidentally.
No, I mean, because like whenever I'm clicking on stuff, sometimes like I come over here to look and see what everybody's saying. Maybe he did something. The only thing I can do is go into the channel after the show and look and see.
There you go. Don't worry about it now. I'm in there at $1.25 now.
All right.
As long as everybody can still hear me, that
is that the main thing. So you still have a voice.
I don't really type that much in there anymore. I used
Well,
to.
yeah, I know, but we need you to type in
Sometimes. Not I rarely type in there. Sometimes Yubi's comments don't post either. That's
there. Well, I
weird.
don't know what the heck's going on. I'm not doing nothing. If I did something, it was on accident.
There you go, Chaz.
I know there's a place. Somebody in here reported Kim. Somebody in
There
here
was
reported
one because
her.
I called him prickly.
Who did? Who reported Kim?
Oh, thank you, Tony. There you go. PPSN said he knows the whole story.
It wasn't me. It wasn't
It
me,
wasn't
man.
me. Okay,
Believe me,
Shaggy.
I've been trying to silence that woman for 34 years, Kevin, and it hasn't worked yet. I'll check the thing afterwards. I think there's a spot in there where you can go on your channel and it'll tell you who's blocked and
Well, what's
who.
everybody doing this weekend?
Yeah, what's going on? Well, what are you doing tomorrow?
Oh,
You.
I'm going to Joanne's tomorrow.
Yeah.
I was going to go to that craft fair, but my sister is in the hospital.
Where's it at?
New Jersey.
Oh, that's pretty far.
It's right across the bridge. It's at Kingsway High School.
Uh,
Supposedly, it's huge.
I guess I should text your sister. I haven't done that.
She's in the hospital because she has kidney stone.
Yeah, she had a kidney stone, had to go to the hospital. Those things are
They're keeping her until
terrible.
Sunday.
Those things are absolutely terrible, and she gets them more than anybody.
She had to have a stent put in. Ooh, PPSS is going to Southeastern Gassers.
Yeah, he was telling me that earlier in the week. Jesus bailed on him. he
Oh
had to
no!
he had to go he had to go to a car show function for charity.
Oh, Don's going to move the cars around and get the red 55 Nomad out.
Uh-oh. Go out and cruise that for a little bit. There's not I have to get mine out this weekend. I didn't have it out last week. I had it in the
Oh
driveway, but
no!
I didn't go for a ride last week. So
Chaz got a ride tomorrow. That's nice, Chaz. You got good weather for it. Kevin, is your granddaughter okay?
I think for me, yeah. Ooh, I hope she's all right.
Randy's changing the trans in 70 Monty, grandson's first birthday, and watch Ohio State beat Penn State.
Okay. I doubt
You
that's
know, my
gonna happen.
son is
I
a
don't
Penn
know
State
anything.
alumni.
Huh?
Jonathan's Penn State alumni.
Yeah.
John's taking his truck over to Brian for body repairs.
Okay.
Oh, True Babe's hunting.
I'm gonna work on the Nova tomorrow. I didn't work on it last weekend because I was helping my brother and my neighbor.
Well, as
So
long as she's doing well, Kevin, that's all that matters.
I want to get that project back on track.
Poor Tony's just sitting around the apartment because it's cold.
Yeah, when it gets cold, I don't like to do much either, Tony. I kind of like hibernate a little bit when it gets too cold. I appreciate that, David. Don't forget to hit the like
So
button.
I'll hit the like button again since I hit it once as Kim and now I hit it once as fucking a quarter.
Be careful, you might get banned.
Maybe. Oh, Albert Tinker, that Don knows how to. Don and Hubie know how to check the ID on your 55.
Yeah, Don and Hubie decoded mine right down to the
And
month
Randy.
the month it was born. So that's that Don and Hubie. Hubie and Don are real good at that. Give them your VIN and they'll decode the whole thing for you.
You're gonna work on your stupid caddy. Why is it stupid, Chaz?
Ain't nothing stupid about
And
a caddy.
the new owner is coming to pick up the Suburban.
I'm in shock that you got rid of that truck. I thought you were going to save it for the next year's power tour.
Don't hit the ban button.
I'm not even touching the mouse. I can't when the show's over, I'm gonna go in there and look and see because that's weird, hon. I didn't hit anything. If I hit something, it was on accident.
Don has a feeling that Glenn's car was built in Tarrytown, New York. He's got his little what did Johnny Carson used to be? The little hat thing. He used to
The Swami?
the Swami. He's got his Swami hat on.
He's got a Swami hat on. Yeah. Rick got that little Bonnie car off
Karnak.
of Michael
Thank you,
Garrett.
one.
Huh?
Karnak. Karnak.
Karnak?
Yeah, that's what.
Oh, that was okay.
Uh-oh. Chris's chat crashed.
Well, see, something's going on, hon, and I don't think it's me. Chris's chat crashed. And my hands are not even on the computer. They're back here. I don't know what the heck's going on with that.
Well, Tony has found a heater core for the Biscayne, so he'll have heat. What year caddy is it, Chaz?
That's cool. I thought about putting a heater. I got the heater control for the gasser, and I got a heater box I rebuilt for it, and I could plumb the lines around the fender wells if I wanted to. But man, I'm telling you, I don't think I need it. Them headers, man, they warm up that firewall, and that's all the heat you need. It would be nice to have a little air blowing up around the windshield, though. It does get like in the morning when I'm driving to work, it does tend to fog up a little bit. But I got a rag for that.
That skit used to be so funny, Robbie. I used to love that skit.
What, the Johnny Carson skit?
Yeah.
He puts the card on his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow I think is going to be a Nova day. I want to clean up the welds in that trunk, and I
Yeah,
got to
you're
clean up
funny.
all the welds underneath and get get a coat of that weld through primer on everything. I like that stuff even after I weld to put some on there because it's got a lot of zinc in it, and it'll keep that stuff from getting any surface or flash rust till I can get to it. So I think I'm when I get ready, I think I'm gonna rhino line the bottom and inside of that car. But we got a little ways to go yet. We got some welding left to do yet before we think about that. And I'll put that crossover. I got to finally get that hanging thing out of the way to get that crossover piece put in there. I think that's what I'll do tomorrow. We'll see. Get that going in the right direction again, and I can bolt that rear in.
That Nova's going to be a great car when it's done.
Yeah, it's going to be a good car. It's going to be a rust-free car. All right, I'll check it. I'll check that out, Glenn. I might put my heater controls in. I have all the stuff too. I have the plumbing. I have the foam that you put in between the manifold and the fan. I got all that stuff. And Jay got me a new set of cables. So I have the cables. I have everything. But I'll use it on something. I'll probably have another try five for too long. But yeah, it is, Kevin. It's going to be a nice car. I have every thing like in my head how I want. I definitely think we're going to put either a 4 point what is it, a 4.8 or to a 5.3, whatever I can get my hands on at the time. Nice little LS. I'll have it burned clean so the Kim don't got to smell the crud. Be a nice little cruiser. You know, it makes those cars all cars like even the 55. It's like when you put the new glass in, it just changes the whole outlook. I that car. It's like I didn't even take the glass out before I started grinding in there because somebody else already did. So that glass was shot before I got it, and the windshield's got a crack in it anyway. Ain't no big deal. And they didn't even mask anything. There's white paint on the wind up windows on the sides, the back side windows that have from whenever they painted it. Mm. There you go, Rick. Nice, got yourself a lift. Nice. Make life a little easier for you.
Haven't heard from anything about him.
I haven't heard anything either one, and I don't know. I mean, I hope he's okay. He's a nice guy, and all. I just hope he's okay. That's all. I couldn't get a hold of him, so he either got a different cell phone or he's still at camp. Yeah, well, some people get mixed up in things they ought not to. I guess I don't know. Tor- Torp, you're probably right. We were politely trying not to say that, but you probably.
Did you do the paddle?
Yeah, oh,
Okay,
I'm
well, I don't
sorry,
have it
David.
on.
I'm sorry. I thought I just sent it through there. I'm sorry. My bad. We'll do a couple extra real quick.
Oh,
Oh,
I got a lot of rearranging to do too, Randy.
we all do. You can't even walk in my shop. My brother and my neighbor were just looking at each other and shaking their heads like, I don't know where anything is, guys. I just find it as I need it because there's it's too big of a mess right now to worry about it. So once I start getting all the sheet metal that's laying on all the tables and hung on the cars and get that all taken care of, I think I'm going to get rid of one of the work benches out there. I think my son wants one. He said something about it, maybe. I know he wanted to have something in his shop. We got to get him power in that garage he got down there. I think I'm just going to get that electrician guy to do that job to make it legal. I don't know.
What's the car I'm gonna like down there at that junkyard?
That the one I was telling you about, that black primer one with the red spray painted rims. It's a nice car. As I guess I didn't get up close enough to it though. I don't know how rotten it is or anything. From 20 feet away, it looked like a cool car.
I hope you have fun hunting tomorrow too, babe. I
There you go.
usually, uh, as long as you're gonna use the animal that you killed, it doesn't bother me. I don't like people hurting animals just for sport. What's the yard called?
Essex, Essex. It's on Essex Avenue, so I think it's Essex something. Now you got me thinking about it. I don't know. Might have to go into. Let me see. I'm looking at it here. I'm trying to see. Sign was somewhere. This is when I'm walking upside down. I'm waiting for it to get to the sign because I flashed it on the sign. I didn't even know my phone was on here, so I got to let it play. I'm not sure. I just kind of got a glimpse of it. It's Essex or something. Essex. I can't see it.
There you go, Torp.
I don't know one. It's I know exactly where it is, and it's ESS Essex. It's on Essex Avenue. I think it's Essex uh, Reclaimers or Recyclers or something like that. There's a whole that whole road. On one side of the road further up is like all car dealerships. Then
Really,
on the right hand side,
really
there's like
one.
4 or 5 junkyards right in a row and salvage yards, like almost across from each other on Essex Ave. Man, I don't know, dude.
Philly.
Philadelphia. I'm sorry, Philadelphia. My neighbor, hold on. My neighbor Scott sent me a link. Uh,
You think the divorce papers are being filled out, Hubie?
here it is. One Essington, Essington Avenue, auto used parts. That's where we went today.
So
And that
not
building, that's like one of those barracks buildings.
Essington, one Essington.
Essington. I thought it was Essex. It's Essington. Essington Avenue.
You can't see it, Brian. I don't know why you're holding it up.
Oh, you can't see it?
No.
Oh, okay. It's Essington Avenue used parts. Used auto parts. The address is 6770 Essington Avenue, Philadelphia. There you go.
You could see that one because I couldn't see it. You needed to blow it up.
Uh, he said he could see it. There you go. Mine emptied just as the show's getting ready to finish up. But I'll be polite. I'll keep it going for a little. Get that going. Yeah, but I was shocked. They have a lot more cool stuff down there than I thought they would have had. So that's one of them things where I gotta make a trip down there just to see what they'll let me go in there and look at.
Did they let you go in?
Well, they're real strict about it because with today with lawyers and everything they really have to be. But I'm sure they'll let somebody walk back in there with me if they drove me and Scott back there to look at the hood, so they'll bring me over there. I should have asked them to take me in the back and I could have filmed that little Triumph. That was a cool car, man.
Kevin wants to know what gears you were going to run in the Nova rear end.
I'm probably gonna go with a nice cruising gear, Kevin. I think 373s or lighter, like in the 342s. Like, isn't that what the old Camaros and stuff used to have? I don't want nothing crazy. I everybody was like, "Oh, you got a mini tub that and this." I didn't want to do any of that. I'm gonna put the widest tire I can fit in the stock wheel wells and get a nice cruising gear, and that's gonna be it. Like, I mean, the Gassers is my super hopped up hot rod car. I don't want every single one to be like that. I'm not going to pro street it. I'm not doing anything like that. So I just want a nice cruiser. Yeah, 355s. There you go. The 355s are good. I thought they were 342s, like a 79 Camaro or something. And that might be what's in it right now. The guy said there was Camaro rear in there. But that doesn't mean anything to
Can
me
you even get
when they
eight
tell you
tracks
stuff. Oh,
anymore, Ray?
there's a Corvette rear, or there's a Camaro rear. That doesn't mean anything. What's the gear?
25 or 64.
330 something. Yeah, it's nothing crazy. Just a nice cruising gear. tires will light off easy enough, you know. There you go. John has his Power Glide's got 273s in it. Is it just those Power Glides are fun, John. I remember my buddies had that. He had a 6-cylinder 70 Nova with the Power Glide. And I remember he'd wind that thing up around 50 miles an hour in first gear and pop it in the second. Hot rodding it around, man. The people, it's pretty crazy. Them things are wild, man. There you go. That's what tour padding is. 350, it's something really like that. That not something nice. 355. There you go. 373. Something like that.
Still have cassettes around here somewhere. I don't think we have any 8 tracks. I don't know if we ever had 8 tracks.
I don't know.
I still have
There
cassettes
was a
around.
ton of them for sale at the flea market where I got those hubcaps. Some guy had so many of the 8 tracks. Mm.
Hi, Chris.
Take it easy, buddy. Thanks for stopping in, man.
Did you have an 8-track player or just the 8 tracks?
I think he might have had 1 or 2 there, hon. You know, to be honest with you, I saw a couple radios there. It's just something I cruised past and looked over and saw. He had like a box, 2 or 3
My
boxes.
mother had Anne Murray, a Canadian Anne Murray. I liked Anne Murray. And I remember Anne Murray. I don't remember another one she had.
That's cool, Randy.
The Bee Gees.
Oh man, in the snow, it's a blast. I remember we used to go up to the mall after it closed, and we'd be behind the mall, and like I said, he'd get that thing buzzing up around 50 miles an hour in first gear. Then he'd pop it in neutral and hit the emergency brake. He had a pull in the middle, and that thing would just go into a helicopter spin. And when you're like 16, 17, it's a blast, man. It's a good time.
AC and the Sunshine Band.
AC and the Sunshine Band.
I know. I like Anne Murray one.
Well, there you go. Jazz is going to be on the garage trivia tonight with his buddies. There you go.
Spread your tiny wings and fly away.
Don't start Anne Murray singing it.
I like Anne Murray. Spread your tiny wings and fly away. And
That's because you just saw that episode of the Family
no,
Guy.
I like Anne.
You just saw that episode of the Family Guy with Stewie and
Tony
Brian.
wants the little bird to take the snow back with him. Tony doesn't want any more snow. Do a little dance. Make a little love.
All right, Tony,
Get
take it
down
easy,
tonight.
man. Thanks for coming in, buddy. Appreciate you, man.
Bye, Tony. Stay warm.
I had a guy today on Facebook comment one of my shorts, or one of my, they call them reels over there. He wanted to trade me a 67 Camaro for my 55. Kim said, no. I'm like, he's like, trade me. I got this. It's nice. No thanks. I've had a few people try to buy my car. Now I got people trying to trade for my car.
Hi, Mark. Have a good week.
Yeah, Mark, take it easy, man. Thanks for coming in, brother. I appreciate you, man. We're gonna hit David on the way out. We're down to our last minute, folks. If you guys had a good time tonight, I sure did. Like I said, today was a junkyard day, and then helping my friends out down there. Tomorrow's going to be a Nova day. I still have a short or two from today I'll throw up tomorrow. And then maybe I'll start making the next video for the Nova. We'll get that going, because I know a lot of folks are waiting for the next step on that. sometimes you gotta walk away from that stuff when they're this big of a project. That's what I did on a 55, and they come out nicer because 'cause you're not forcing yourself to do something. You're doing something because you wanna do it, right? Alright, man. It's been real, folks. Till next week, take
Good
care,
night.
everybody.
Have a good week. Bye.